Hello, friends. Ruma here. Welcome to My Life in Flow. And this playlist is called A Word from the Author. And I am going to talk to you about book number, hold on a second, one, two, three, four, five. Book number 6 that I am just in love with. It's called Yoga Trees. And let me show you the inspiration for this book came from the book that I wrote just before it called The Space Between Your Thoughts. And my wonderful artist friend, Karina, well, the little boy and the little girl are tree huggers, of course. I had to make them tree huggers. And then I had this amazing idea to actually have them turn into the trees. So here is that gorgeous picture. And there you can see my little sweet dog baby that passed away. That's him. Oops, hold on one sec. That's him right there. And then my sweet dove, Norman, right there. And I actually have a book coming up that is about Norman and baby. They have their own adventure. So that'll be soon. But anyway, so from this book came the inspiration for my book, Yoga Trees. So it's just fun how I have kind of a little bit of an endless store of stories because one book kind of is a catalyst for the next book and it just keeps going and going and going. And I want to once again thank my friend um, who is a friend that I met over Facebook. His name is Cleet Barrett Smith, and he is actually a very famous author. And he also wrote If We Were Giants with Dave Matthews. So they collaborated on that book. And Cleet Barrett Smith said something to me that was just something profound in my life. And we were talking about book writing, and he signed off with, once you start, you're never going to stop. Or once the ideas start, you will never stop. And I think, let me see if I can find his exactly what he said. Oh, yes. So I actually wrote a little um, gratitude for Cleet Barrett Smith in my book, The Space Between Your Thoughts. And I said to Cleet Barrett Smith for encouraging me and letting me know that once the ideas start, they won't stop. And thank you for speaking that into the universe for me, Cleet, because you were not kidding. Um, so again, being a children's book author really is probably the number one thing on my personal bucket list. This is something I have wanted to be, to embody, to become a children's book author since I was a kid. So I am very, very happy that I am going to share with you. I keep forgetting. Okay, book number 6, Yoga Trees. And this is a really fun book for young children. And let me share my listing and my synopsis from where I published my book on Amazon. Okay, Yoga Trees. Make like a tree, breathe and pose. Join two adorable tree friends accompanied by their faithful companions, Norman the dove and Lucky the puppy. So Lucky's name, we actually called him Baby, but his original name was Lucky. So that's his main, that's his given name that I use in the book. As they journey through the magical world of yoga. In this delightful picture book, children will learn about the 26 Bikram Yoga Asanas, or poses, through the playful adventures of our tree friends. As the pages turn, readers will giggle with delight as they see trees gracefully striking poses, like the standing bow pulling pose, Camel Pose, and Cobra Pose, all depicted with charming illustrations of our lovable characters. Again, stick figures to Karina, and you put stick figures in the funnel to Karina, and it comes out as beautiful artwork, beautiful illustrations. But why should kids make like a tree and pose? Through the gentle guidance of our tree friends and their adorable companions, Norman the dove and Lucky the golden puppy, children will discover the many benefits of yoga, from improving flexibility and strength to calming the mind and body. As our tree friends show us, yoga isn't just about stretching and bending. It's about finding balance, inner peace, and joy in movement. With its enchanting and engaging illustrations, Yoga Trees Make Like a Tree, Breathe and Pose is the perfect introduction to yoga for children. Parents' instructions can be found at the back of the book, where each pose is explained in simple terms, making it easy for young readers to understand and follow along. You can explain to your child what the pose does to help their body become healthy and strong, along with instructions on how to do it. So come along and join the fun, and let's make like a tree, breathe, and pose together. And parents can do this with their child, which is even better, just for bonding with your young child and modeling for your young child. Because as everyone on this planet must know by now, yoga is really, really good for you. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind, spirit, heart, and soul. So I hope that this encourages you to make like a tree, breathe, and pose with your child. And I will share, the illustrations are so sweet. I want to show you this standing separate leg stretching pose and then triangle pose. Oh my gosh, they are so cute. And you can see my little sweet baby, who's also named Lucky in this book, and then Norman, my sweet two, my two amazing little pets. Now, Norman was not really a pet. Norman is a wild dove, a king dove, but Norman lived with us and near us for many, many months before he had to move on. So at the back, there is a section that I talk about that is a really good explanation for your kids. You'll see it back here. And I also added a sketch of yoga humans for reference in case the trees were a little harder to understand. But I think parents should have no trouble understanding this and enjoying this book with their child. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for purchasing this book. Thank you for really taking such good care of your children as well. And I know people are trying so, so hard to be good parents to your children. And teaching them to breathe and teaching them yoga is really a fundamental thing, a foundational thing that can not only help you, help teachers at school, but definitely is most beneficial for your young child. So enjoy, make like a tree, breathe and pose. I will link everything below. And thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye, everyone.